Hi folks, many of you have been looking for a high-powered, just keep going, Radical cut it. Hi folks, many of you have been looking for a low-powered ozone generator that also does indoor air purification. And folks, what I've had to do is I've scoured the globe far and wide, and I located a manufacturer that would make one for me that was cost competitive for the market. This is the only product so far that we sell that is not manufactured right here in Ohio. In fact, I had this product made for me to my specifications. Many years ago there was a company in the United States that made the exact same version of this machine, and it was my first introduction to ozone over 20 years ago. And what that company produced was an indoor air purification device, one that used massive amounts of ionization coupled with low levels of ozone gas to purify the air. And the way that this dandy little machine works is it generates ions, billions and billions of ions, negatively charged, that are sent up into the atmosphere. These ions are capable of penetrating through drywall, through wood. The only thing that will stop them is decent thickness metal, sheet metal at least. And so these negative ions will attach to particulate in the air and give them a charge. The Earth has the opposite charge, and what happens is all of the things that you see floating in the air when you see the sunshine coming in your house will begin to get a charge, and they'll drop out of the air. So when this machine is in use, rather than breathing these harmful indoor pollutants, things like dead skin cells, dust mites, dust mite poop, a type of algae that grows on the dust mite poop, bacteria, pollen, dander, dead skin cells, and so much more disgusting things you never wanted to visualize. What happens, instead of breathing these things into your lungs, because they get this positive or this negative ion charge, they drop out of the air and you begin breathing purer, cleaner air. This machine also has a bio-UV light, and that kills viruses and bacteria with a certain set of nano frequencies. And what these do is they will literally kill with the ultraviolet rays the viruses and bacteria that pass through it. And the last thing that this machine is a low-level ozone generator. And in fact, it's one like I've taken apart before that companies pretend can be sold for shock therapy. And this one is not for shock therapy. This is not what you want to use to get rid of a mold problem, to get rid of, serious odors, or to do serious disinfection. What this is something you can set in the center of your home. It'll treat up to a 3,000 square foot home, and it creates a bubble of clean air by sending negative ions into the air, charging the particles so that they drop out of the air and you're breathing pure air. But it also does make ozone. This has a HEPA filter, so this will filter tiny little particles out of the air as well. It has a washable filter membrane system, which comes out, and then it has two 500 milligram per hour ceramic ozone plates. These plates are highly durable, they'll last for a very long time, and they make low levels of ozone. This is not the big ozone like our toolbox models make. It's, again, not the kind of ozone you want for killing things, but it will make low-level ozone for getting rid of cooking odors, for getting rid of mild airborne contaminants without high levels or shock therapy. This is the kind of machine that's safe enough to be used in the home 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They sell similar machines like this in the price range that varies between $300 and $600, and our machine is priced at only $333. But what's better is I had this machine designed with analog components. Most of its competitors today rely on digital telemetry, and digital products, folks, in the presence of ozone gas have a tendency to break down. So we ordered this one special with these analog dials. It allows you to adjust the level of sanitization, the airflow, and it allows you to judge the amount of ozone output and UV light. It's quiet. Even when it's running on high mode, this is as loud as it gets, but it is positively charging the air with safe levels of ozone that are safe enough to be breathed, but good enough to get rid of the odors. And with the negative ions that are being generated, it'll drop all the particulate in the air out without having to rely on filtration and air movement. The problem with most indoor air quality filtering devices is they're not set up to move enough volume of air to exchange through something like a HEPA filter to pull it out of the air. And this works with a completely different principle, the principle of ionization. And with ionization, you can create virtually a 3,000 square foot bubble of particulate-free air because of the charge that's applied to the particulates. They drop out of the air. One of the first things you'll notice after running this for a few days is the dust on your furniture will increase as you knock it down the first time. After you clean that up again, you'll notice that this stuff continually stops being in the air. And it is an awesome machine to run in a family's home. It's safe enough for your children, it's safe enough for your plants, it's safe enough for your pets. It'll keep you breathing clean, fresh, healthy air that's germ-free for years and years to come. What's best? The plates replace for under $15. The filters are only a couple of bucks, and it's a super awesome family type air purifying machine. If you're looking for a machine to get rid of the indoor air pollutants in your home, that'll get rid of odors, but it will not create unsafe levels for people, plants, and pets like our shock odor ozone machine line, this is the machine for you. At $333, it's a bargain.